I'm having this core.
Big.
Nobody punches CJ.
Wet.
I know.
With a bastard. Get ready to get creamed.
An Olympics fan. Always have been. Since day one. Been to every one.
Me too. I love the games, especially the luge. I'm married, so sliding down an icy tunnel of doom at high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when has running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered: football, baseball, and killing communists. And I had a great childhood, really great, even if my uncle did come into my room that late at night drunk. And, it was... Anyway, look, who's on the line? We got a Caledonians fan on the line. Tough times, huh? Hey, your whole life revolving around rich men playing poorly.
Man, I totally identify with shallow heroes who I don't know personally.
Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say support the team. Don't leave the game, pee at your seat. Going to the phone.
I'm a big fight fan. Love a bit of a punch-up. Since my wife and children got taken into the shelter, my friend said, Chuck, you obviously love hitting things. So I've gotten into boxing. How about that fight between Gonzalez and Jackson?
Well, there's one thing about boxing I always remember. You know, one man wins, the other goes home,
Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for chicken. Cock-a-doodle-doo, it's time for
Where you
feast.
going?
Eat a 90-piece bucket, you can tell. He's been to Clucking Bell. The chicken is a bird with a tiny brain. So we assume he doesn't feel any pain. We shrink their heads and we breed them fast.
You should back down and run away. That's the best you got?
Hi, what are you afraid of?
And this is WCTR, proving that radio is better than TV. That's the show men with large guts love.
Opinions are free, which is why we're here. It's news and talk that our sponsors agree on. WCTR.
Today, we marched on from Fort Strother after sunrise to a creek village where our troops fought the savages and shot them like dogs.
Honey, it's time for bed.
Hang on a second. I'm killing a squaw. Take that, you pagan bitch. No, no.
Him and his commemorative miniatures. My husband was getting so bored working and he didn't have an interest to spend money on. But he's always loved history. Then I heard about grown men who like to play with toy soldiers.
War is so interesting. with commemorative miniatures. I began by faithfully rebuilding the charge of the light brigade, and after that, the Trail of Tears. I've built accurate recreations of 15 significant battles, as well as training camps, prisoner of war camps, and forced labor death camps. Now I spend all my time painting toy soldiers and attending conventions.
Commemorative miniatures. They're instantly collectible and a great value. For just 37 monthly payments of $19.99, you get a starter pack allowing you to recreate the battle of your choice. Show your inability to deal with present-day problems by recreating scenes of mass slaughter from the past.
Reenacting battles is great for your marriage, too. One night, my husband's General Custer. The next, Napoleon. On Saturdays, I'm a Cambodian villager. And he's a GI that has his way with me.
Then I kill her.
Commemorative miniatures. They're not toys. They're very...
Lonely Hearts is next.
All through the sultry anonymity of night and some of the day, you're on Lonely Hearts on WCTR, West Coast Talk Radio. Or as I like to call it, We Can't Talk Right. I love you all. I'm your host, Christy McIntyre. Let's go to the phones.
Hi, Christy. My wife and I love your show. It really helps.
Aw, thanks. Do you want to tell us about it?
No.
Okay. Jenny on the line from Santa Maria. Hi, Jenny. How's your heart?
Broken, like my arm and two of my ribs.
What happened?
I married my childhood sweetheart, but it all...
She was a surf princess, dude. Work it, lady. You'd look hot on the big screen.
Fat people make me deeply unwell.
You some kind of actor? You're dead. Hey man, see you later, dawg. Have some fun with that. Shit on a shingle. I'm a producer, obviously. Do you know who I am? Excuse you. Oh yeah, try that. Right, man. So I'll be seeing you about half an hour, I guess. Hey, yo, give me a beer, fool. I see you.
I'm not
No
vain.
broken bones.
That guy can't take his eyes off me.
She's awesome. Get that, dog.
Boy comes in so many flavors. Everybody, I don't care who you are, how old you are. So come on down and hang out with me if you're lonely. And I'm gonna tell you something. You won't be lonely from the moment you walk in the door, because somebody's gonna grab your hand and it's gonna be all about to get there.
Good grief! That...
I really like the taste of multiple women.
You gotta use the right wax, dude. It's crucial.
Told the police and even the newspapers. Then I burnt down his place of business, and now I have a special surprise for him.
Ah, you have a great week. Isn't that really beautiful? That's all we have time for. If your heart is lonely, listen to other losers and you won't be lonely anymore. You'll want to spend the rest of your life in isolation, away from people, which is progress after all. Until next time.
I hope you enjoyed Lonely Hearts. It's always fun to laugh at other people's misery, isn't it?
song.
103.9.
The sun, giver of all life. The Mayans worshiped the sun. Then they disappeared without a trace. Don't let this happen to you. The fact is, if you spend time in the sun, you're almost certain to die. All leading medical practitioners have determined sun exposure causes cancer and heartburn.
I'm an expert. Going in the... They say living in Los Santos is the equivalent of smoking a pack a day. If that's the case, then I want a choice in the matter. So I chose Redwood.
I used to sell my body for drug money on the street. The dog, they be us into space.
The only thing the Russians are shooting at us.
Get off me! The director's food is getting cold!
Ah, screw you! Puts into the water. Animals can now be trained to fly, including several species of bird. Think about the military applications. Hello, caller.
Hi, my name's Emmanuel. I'm really worried about hackers sending a nuclear bomb after me. You know, through the phone. Do you think they can pinpoint my location?
Look, it's good for the economy to...
So when I check in my last in hand, makes you think you can just go back into her love.
And now they wanna make a deal with me. Scoop me up and put me on their team and chill with me. And they...
Sorry about this, but I need to rob. Yeah, got a gun in your face, huh?
It's the Slaney Road.
Can't keep me here.
Run away, bitch!
I understand. Is playing, you can't get stuck with the steps, so to say, and I'm still come.
Look at that! The Hendersons are getting a new fence.
Ah, who cares? They're swingers.
I want a new fence.
We just got one 2 years ago after your parents were killed.
I want a new fence. That's it. We're never having sex again. Need a home loan fast? At the American Bank of Los Santos, we'll help you get the debt you need to make life easier. We'll show you how to look richer and be poorer. Your home is your equity. What exactly are you saving it for? You need to impress people fast, not in 20 years. It's only a risk if you get into money troubles or the economy changes, which doesn't seem likely. We know living in the suburbs is a constant competition, where you're defined by your lawn and your siding. Call American Bank of Los Santos when you need to add a rec room addition with a jungle swing or a jacuzzi for 8. Now that the kids have moved out and have drug problems of their own, maybe it's time to install a luxury marble wet bar so you can get drunk in private. American Bank of Los Santos. Dreams take money. Why worry about tomorrow if you look inadequate today?
Why do trees talk?
Why are there dinosaurs?
Why do people die meaningless deaths?
Is there other life in the universe?
Why do I have to be monogamous?
Do you want answers? Have you searched little?
Maybe Freud was. We're all fighting inside to let a wild creature